All right. Bill O'Reilly last night said, these riot things might be coming to the United States. Yes. First they come for the Tea Party, then they come for the capitalist and the business owner, the tax-paying public. That's how it happens. He's saying now that it might have. Yes, Bill. Yes, you're right. It might happen now. You know what? Bill O'Reilly is the best, but he's such a brain that I think it gets in his way sometimes. I think sometimes all that education makes him look at everything through a framework of society. Society is extraordinarily fragile, and when you have people intentionally trying to set society on fire, that infrastructure tends to break down kind of quickly. Luckily, in Philadelphia, we had the mayor of Philadelphia. I don't know anything about this guy. Stu, as a relative resident of Philadelphia, is this guy okay? I mean, they have had bad mayor after bad mayor after bad mayor for...
I'd classify him in that area where he's definitely quite liberal, but occasionally comes out with something that you're like, wow, that kind of makes sense. I mean, he's one of those type of guys. I think he's better than some previous mayors, but
previous mayors, almost all of them should have gone to jail.
Yes, but he wouldn't be getting your vote, I don't think. But I mean, still, I think he's better than.
You know what? If
mayors.
he's sincere about what he's saying here on the pulpit, if he's sincere about that, he might get my vote in Philadelphia. If I were living in Philadelphia, he might actually get my What has to happen in our society to save society is we must be civil. We must be civil. If we're not civil, civilization doesn't exist. And he's calling people out and there's no white man in America. No white man in America. And even Bill Cosby barely got away with this. There's no white man in America that could say these words to African Americans as Mayor Nutter did in Philadelphia. Listen.
Take those doggone hoodies down, especially in the summer. Pull your pants up and buy a belt. Because no one wants to see your underwear or the back of your butt. Nobody. If you walk in somebody's office with your hair uncombed and the pick in the back and your shoes untied and your pants half down, tattoos up and down your arm, on your face, on your neck, and you wonder why somebody won't hire you? They don't hire you because you look like you crazy.
Wow. That's powerful. That's fantastic.
He's great.
And you know, how true is that? You wonder why you're not getting hired? After all he described? Yeah.
I wouldn't hire somebody that had their shoes untied.
Come on.
I mean, I don't have laces.
You don't care what color they are.
No.
They could be blue. It doesn't matter.
No.
When you're dressed like that and you look like that, you're not getting a job.
You know what? I have to tell you, I know people who they're all tattooed up. They're all tattooed up. And they're really nice people and everything else. But I'm sorry, call me old-fashioned, but that scares the crap out of me. When you're all tattooed up, I mean, that says to me that you don't mind being out of the norm. So if you're looking
it's not a crime, certainly.
No, it's not a crime. No. I'm not saying that. But come on, when somebody has pierced themselves in their nose and in their lip and they're all tattooed up, and you walk in, I'm sorry, but I don't feel comfortable doing business with you, on my 401k.
And this is coming from a guy with a couple of tats.
I have one.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
I have one.
Ish.
No, I have one.
Just the one?
I do, on my leg. Where else do I have?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't know about
one.
He has one tramp stamp as well.
Yeah. That's on the small of your back, isn't it? Tramp stamp?
Yeah,
I love that.
He pretends like he doesn't know where it is.
Right. Thank you, Jeffy. Yeah, no, I mean, it's one of those...
Jeffy, you've got a tramp stamp, and nobody wants to see it, brother. I wish you would just tuck your shirt in. I came in this morning. It's like 7 o'clock this morning. I get into the office, and nobody's here except Jeffy. He's just wearing his pants and an undershirt. And I said, Are you living here, Jeff? I mean, I just would like to know.
Are
you?
No, not yet.
Okay.
He's like that. He's like that guy we used to work with in at our old station in Connecticut, where he showers in the bathroom in the bathroom sink.
And he
That's
slept
Jeffy.
on the
That's
conference room table
Yeah.
until he got yelled at for it, and so then he would sleep standing up in a dark hallway. You'd walk around. I'm not kidding you. You'd walk around the corner, and this guy would be there, and he would just wake up. You'd be like, oh, hey, how you doing? It was crazy town. It was
I'm a
crazy
big fan of the new remodel of the long tables. Plenty of sleeping room there.
I know.
But I mean, when you talk about you're getting all tattoos and piercings and everything else. I mean, there's just a certain decor, and I don't know if tattoos really qualify for this anymore. But there's a certain decor of what you do in a business environment.
Yeah, no,
and it has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with that at all.
I think tattoos do. And look, if you have them on your arm, okay. But if you have them up your neck or on the sides of your face, and you're all the way down to your hands, etc. I mean,
it stands out certainly.
It does. It stands out,
Well,
and
it's
it
like
makes.
if Mike Tyson walks in with the new tattoo all over his face.
Okay, Mike Tyson is
Are
a
you
bad
gonna
example.
hire him?
No, because I'm not hiring Mike Tyson.
You're not hiring rapists,
Right.
Convicted rapists are not necessarily.
But if somebody walks into the office and they're all tattooed, you have an extra high hurdle to climb. That doesn't mean I don't hire you, but you better be really exceptional.
Right, but depending on what you're doing, I love this. No one ever looks at this in the reverse. I mean, if you're going out and you're trying to be a rock star or a tattoo artist, they're not going to hire you in a suit and tie. I mean, there's a certain amount of that your appearance fits into your line of work.
Yes,
Yeah.
but if you're going, and his point here is, you wonder why you're not getting hired. If your shoes are untied, your pants are hanging down, you're riddled with tattoos, you're not going to get hired. Now, I don't think that they're taking I don't think he's talking about the applications of Rockstar University.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think he's talking about just regular jobs.
He makes a pretty good point about nobody wanting to see the crack of your butt. Nobody. And I think that's true. I don't think even the babes are looking to see the crack of your butt or your underwear. And I've never understood the pants at half mast thing. I don't get that.
You know what I said to my wife the other day? We were in the movie theater, and all these guys, and it doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter. It's white, black, brown, doesn't matter. Women on a Friday night get dressed up still. They still, generally speaking, will get dressed up. I don't mean like really dressed up, but I mean they still
Look good.
They still have to look good. Guys are with these women who are dressed up and look good, and they got shorts on, their
looking like
sneaks
slobs.
untied, and they're just like, yeah, what? And I said, look at this. Look at this. Guys have it made. We could roll out of bed and put on any dirty anything. And she said, honey, that's because the women are giving it away for free. Nobody has to work for it. The guys don't have to work for it.
That's interesting. I guess, certainly the guys have a lot lower standard. I mean, you don't see that from...
No. Women have a lower standard. Women have a... Guys dress the way women allow them to get away.
Yes, totally.
There's nothing there is nothing that a guy won't change if it ain't for free. You know what I mean? There's nothing it won't change. If women are all like, you know what? You look like a pig. And all the women are like, stop wearing that. Stop wearing that. You look like a pig.
Yeah.
Guys are going to stop wearing that.
It's gonna end it.
It
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
It will, because we like women.
Right. Well, yes. It's like when you're a kid, you don't want to take a shower, you don't want to brush your teeth at night, but then you start picking those habits up as you go on, mainly because you don't want to
Girls.
offend. Yeah, because you want girls.
Yes.
Pretty much.
You pick those things up.
Pretty much.
Otherwise,
girls.
come on. Otherwise, we would all be we'd be lucky if we were wearing anything but shorts or sweats.
Please. Everything we do is for girls. We have a job
Everything.
because we want to make money so we can support a girl. We
Everything.
everything we do,
Everything.
everything in life
Everything.
is because of girls. We go to church because of girls. We want a girl.
I did. I did. I married my wife.
Yep.
I married my wife.
Yes. So you'd be acceptable to a girl.
Seriously.
Yep.
I went to church.
Yep.
I asked her to marry me. She said no. I said, why not? She said, because we don't go to church. Okay.
Hey.
I mean, seriously.
At least that's initially how it begins.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, initially.
For many men, that's how it begins. Now,
Come on,
you may be converted somewhere along the way.
Seriously.
But it begins for a girl.
What is the percentage? I know there's these people who are like, oh, I've got to be healthy my whole life. Oh, shut up.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up. You're what, maybe 10%?
Maybe.
Maybe. Sure, you're going to be the ones that survive, and we won't be, but we'll have cake. I say that 80% of guys, if no women existed, we would be so fat.
Oh, absolutely.
We would be so fat and out of control. We'd be like, man, I just feel so disgusting. But at least I'm not as fat as that guy over there.
Yeah, the female gender is the only thing standing between me and 500 pounds.
Yeah.
It's the only thing standing in between it.
There'd be no door jams if it weren't for women. Because you couldn't fit through them.
Right. Just have open air.
Yeah. Yes. Everything would be open air. Yeah.
It would be. It would be. I mean, and last night I was out and I walked to somebody's house. They were having this fundraiser for 824, and I'm walking down the street. Now it's really hot, and I thought I was late, which I wasn't. But I thought I was late, so I walked really fast, and I worked up a sweat like nobody's business. Then I stand in this. It was just this person's apartment, and they had like 30 people in there. This is a New York apartment. You don't put 30 people in there. So we're standing in this apartment, and I have to give this speech for like a half hour, and it is really hot, and everybody is sweating. I'm the worst. I mean, I'm just a soppy man. They're stopping me from time to time, handing me napkins. Okay, it's bad. I got home. I offended. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. I think I offended the cab driver.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. I think I offended the cab driver. He's like, whoa, buddy, shower. If it wasn't for my wife being in bed, if I didn't have to crawl into bed with my wife, I would have just gone to bed, taken a shower in the morning. But I knew I can't go to bed like this. This is disgusting. I would have gone right to bed. If it wasn't for my wife, I would have gone right to bed. And I know I would have woken up several times a night and went, oh, geez, man, you stink. But I would have done it anyway.
Oh, yeah. We'd all be slobs.
Oh,
I know that from when like my wife goes away for a few days and I'm home alone. And it's just, the stuff just starts piling up. All the food wrappers, they don't make it to the garbage. You have all the clothes just get left on the floor. And then 10 minutes before she gets home, I'm walking around the house trying to fix everything. And that's how every guy does it.
Can I tell you something? Housing prices would go through the roof. And here's why. Because we would just sell the house as opposed to clean it. It would get so bad, we would just be like, this place, I got to get out of here.
Selling as is. As is.
Sink everything. And guys would walk around who are lower on the food chain. They would walk around and it'd be dirty sink and everything and be like, all right, I'll take it. All right, back in a minute. Pittsburgh, you're on the Glenn Beck program.
Yes, how are you?
Good, sir.
That's good. I was just calling in, wanted to make a comment on the recording that you just played in reference to the gentleman speaking about the people going and trying to obtain employment, have their pants down.
Yeah, that's Mayor Nutter from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mayor Nutter is a nut. He is speaking about a population that is are teenagers or in their late teens. But that's not or contributing to the 50% of unemployment that African Americans have. The biggest reason, actually, African Americans have been going through a recession long before it hit Wall Street and hit mainstream media.
Yes.
And I'm very upset because it seems like a lot of the talk show hosts are playing from the same playbook. You guys are speaking in reference to the riots, but you aren't really telling the truth about the riots.
No, tell me about the riots.
London.
Tell me about the riots.
Well, a lot of the people, I don't agree with the riots at all, but the people in London, my cousin lives in London right now, and he's saying that this story they've been trying to get press on the story for a long time, and
bullcrap.
No one was giving them the press that they was deserving.
Bullcrap.
On what story?
On the shooting.
This
Guns
isn't about the shooting.
Are illegal, sir. Guns are illegal, 100% illegal in London, and it is not about the shooting. You know what? If you want to go down the road of the of the 9/11 terrorist excusers, you go right ahead and say, hey, you know what? I disagree with it, but there is no but. You either are civil in society or you are not. Period. The Tea Party, if they ever got violent, I would disavow them 110%. There is no but.
You're burning
None.
down buses, double-decker buses, and furniture stores because somebody got shot?
You're
Come on.
breaking into a Foot Locker?
Come on.
Please. There is
Shut
no
up.
but.
Yeah, they're not telling the truth.
No, you got that right. Media doesn't tell the truth.